So Jacob, I
Yes.
feel like you're the most qualified person to talk about this subject specifically. So, you
Oh
know
dear.
how Mr. Hornton, Mr. Malleus Draconia, he always refers to humans as, child of man, right?
Yes, absolutely. I'm familiar with the Hornton and his
Hmm.
references.
Yes. So, but on the occasion he meets a Sabrina Carpenter fan, would he call them man of child?
Yeah. I didn't know where this one was going. Yeah, no, I suppose he would have to. That is a good question. Would Malleus enjoy some Sabrina Carpenter? I could see it. Because
Yeah.
what espresso is Sabrina Carpenter, right? Yeah, I
Yeah,
could
that's
see
right.
him singing a little bit. He's just humming a little bit of espresso to himself
If he doesn't get invited to like
as
a
he's just
Sabrina
walking
Carpenter
in midnight,
concert,
late night. Oh,
he better get invited to a Sabrina Carpenter concert,
no,
man.
I
Like,
have not seen this one before. My goodness, another pose. How fascinating.
man, I hope he gets
That's
invited to a Sabrina
heinous.
Carpenter concert. He would thrive so hard in that.
Exactly. Oh man, the possibilities are endless.
Oh, of
Absolutely.
course. Ah! Hmm. Yeah, welcome
Oh
back to
boy.
another episode of OverVoice Season 5, the final season. Today is very special because this is episode
Woo!
90. Episode 90, baby.
Ooh,
So we're almost at the
I love a good round number.
at the finishing point, and yeah, and to
Oh boy,
celebrate this
howdy.
amazing round number, we have the amazing Jacob Carlson with us. Jacob, would you like to introduce yourself, my friend?
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Hello. Yes, I am Jacob Carlson, also voice actor, among other things. Hornton from Twisted Wonderland, Hellforged Thor in Smite, that one cloud in Culebra that goes, "Ee, wah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ooh, ah, ooh." My
And
proudest role.
yeah, don't forget Ramshackle Ghost number B. That's a good one.
And Ramshackle Ghost B. Hey there, bud, put it there, Ruby. Yes, so true. I was just at Papu Mai with Danny, and on his poster, he had his Ramshackle Ghost. I did not, and I realized that
Oh,
I
you
should
should
have
have put
asked
him
for it.
there. You
I
should
was
have
like,
put him there. You should
ah,
have.
I should have put it on there, but now it's already printed, and I would have to pay more money. I'm like, no, it's whatever. I
No,
will.
just get.
I just need to bring along like a piece of scrap paper and just pin it to it and
Yeah,
be like,
exactly.
look,
That
there he is.
get like a little what's the word? It's like one of those like old like cameras, and just take a picture and just put just put on the banner.
Yes, exactly. Was it the development room? Have the red
Yeah,
light
exactly.
shining in, like, ah, yes, there he is,
Yeah.
Ramshackle Ghost B.
Except it's green and it's not
Oh,
red.
that's awesome. Yes, exactly. We get a nice little. It's actually funny because I did just finally, after like a year, I moved into a new place within the last week. But I had been
Oh,
meaning to
nice.
set up all these LED lights that I had gotten for my previous booth at the old house. So I finally bothered to put together the PVC, put everything together, wire the lights. It looks great in there, and I can
Oh,
be
hell yeah.
Malleus Draconia, Diasomnia green the whole time, and it's great.
Oh, that's
It'll
awesome.
help me get into the focus.
Hell yeah, dude. Congrats on the move, by the way. That's awesome.
Thank you. Yes, it was last minute to say the least, but
Ooh,
we
okay.
got there. Hooray!
My favorite kind of
Oh boy,
moves.
yeah, we had yeah, we our rental contract had gone to month, and they ended up
Gotcha.
selling the house. We were like, shoot, gotta get out of there.
Nah, fair enough, man. But yeah,
Yes, yes,
Jacob,
but it worked out well.
thank you so much for coming to today. I just realized a little bit of delay, but
No,
I'm gonna work with it because it's the episode 90 special, baby.
absolutely, we're fine. We're working on. It.
Hell
I
yeah, dude.
appreciate you having me here. It'll be a great time.
No, of course. I'm
You can
I'm
learn all
excited,
of my
man.
deep dark secrets.
Yeah. Speaking of, Norman. Well, I'm not gonna ask you for your deepest, darkest secrets first thing. Jesus Christ. But what I will
Wait in
ask.
season two. I don't know.
But I was gonna ask, what's your origin story? Like, what was your life, before voiceover? I hear that
Yeah.
you were or were a banker in a past not
I
so long
was,
ago.
yes.
So like, yeah, tell me more, man. I'd love to
Yes,
hear.
for about 5 years, I worked for J.P. Morgan Chase. I started
Yo,
off as a associate banker, which was essentially a teller. We could just open bank accounts, so we were slightly fancier. And then I transitioned into my last year at that. I was a relationship banker, which was
ooh,
a more proper, like, hey, I'm actually wearing a suit, sitting at a desk, helping people as they walk in, which was fun. I wasn't quite fit for the sales aspect of things. I just wasn't great at getting people to like. I could sit and have a conversation with someone. They would have a great time. They'd leave happy, but I would be no richer for it. So I'm like,
see,
that's not quite paying the
that's insane
bills.
to me because you have a beautiful smile. I would buy, genuinely speaking.
See that. See, I appreciate that, and that was honestly how I got a lot of my business. Was I just had a very uh congenial personality that people like to work with. Unfortunately, that didn't really get me far with the people that are like, "Oh yeah, I got $1 million over at Schwab." Could could I have it? No, I understand. I'm not going to push you harder because if you're if you're trying to get someone's relationship, you kind of have to be able to pull them away, which I was never good at the pulling away part. And I never wanted to pry into people's lives. Like, all right, where are your other accounts located? Are you happy with them? I'm like, I don't
Yeah,
like
what's
doing
your
that. It
social
felt
security
too
number
new
and the
to
three
me.
numbers at the back of your credit card?
Yeah, I mean that one was kind of normal. You kind of have the social to open up an account.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Uh, Yeah. But yes, and then I took a brief sabbatical from that for about 3 years. I went back for one more year, and then I decided, you know what? I tried it again. It's not really for me still. I want to do something else. So I actually started doing like real estate. But that was
Oh,
also the
cool.
same time when I booked Malleus, and I said, "Oh, hooray! My
Oh
first
wow,
big role."
that's
So yeah, it
awesome.
was honestly like I quit Chase. I went on vacation for a week. I came home and I recorded my audition for Malleus, and that
That's
was that.
crazy.
It was really just an insane timeline, honestly.
Were you like closing down the sale of the house, or were you like just doing a little tour of the house at the time?
So with I think I might have been around that same time doing like a house sale for my aunt. She was like my first
Mm.
client.
Oh, that's cute.
But during that time, I had like just finished up on that because I was helping her sell her house, or not sell her house. I was helping her buy her house while I was still working for Chase. I got paid. Well, I was about to get paid, so I was like, "Oh my goodness, there's no reason to stay at Chase. I'm making like 6 grand off this sale. That's what I would be making in like 3 months. So I'm out. Peace, guys." Went on vacation, came home, ta-da, Malleus. So and then the house closed, everything went well, and hot dog, boy howdy, what a good week that was.
Where did you go on vacation, dude?
Over in like Dana Point, California.
Ooh,
Like
okay.
it's. Are you familiar like with that area?
Um, More or less. I'm still learning. So because I'm from
Yeah,
New Zealand, so
kind of
I'm
like
still learning
SoCal.
the area.
Yeah,
Um,
I was gonna be like, yeah, you probably know. I was like, wait, no, hold on, he might not be from California like every other actor.
it's
But
very
yeah,
big
it's like
place.
SoCal. It's a beautiful beach. Yes, yeah, and heck, I'm sure you guys got some fantastic beaches over in New
Oh yeah,
Zealand.
oh yeah. There's like this black sand
Yeah,
beach
hands
in
down, yeah.
Coromandel. It's very beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Yes. And plus, you have Lord of the Rings. I don't have Lord of the Rings. It's a tragedy.
We actually lost Lord of the Rings, and then it got brought back to us
Did you lose
because
it?
yeah, because
Oh, good.
the second season of Rings of Power was filmed in the UK, but now the new season of
Uh,
Gollum is being
ah.
filmed over there. So yeah, so we got it back
Who
eventually,
wants Lord of the Rings filmed in UK? Lord of the
right?
Rings is supposed to be in New Zealand. This is
Ex-
some revisionist history. I'm not here for it.
Hey, exactly, man.
But yeah, we had
I
gonna
guess
to
I just really wanted the
Laguna Niguel
clouds.
over in.
I guess I really wanted the clouds.
Yeah,
UK's
right.
clouds, I guess, but I
Yeah,
did want to. It's. I do find it
exactly.
kind of. I do find it kind of funny and a little ironic. That you booked Malleus after selling basically empty house, and that's kind of like similar like the ramshackle. It's you
He
like
showed
the.
up. He was like, ah, yes, Someone owns this one now. Dang it, I'm going to live with you.
Oh,
Yeah, no,
that's crazy.
absolutely. That is, I had not thought about that. That's very true.
I do
Oh man.
I did want to ask though. Were you doing bank telling and voice acting at the same time, or was it like just kind of like one
I
after the
was,
other?
yes. No, yeah, I was doing bank, like being a banker, you had very reasonable hours. It was pretty much 9 to 5 all throughout the week, and then you had guaranteed weekends off. So
Hmm.
it really did help to have at least in your mind, like, okay, if I have to do all of these, I know that I'll be done at work by, 5, probably get home around 6. I can do an audition. If I need to record, I can try to schedule that for the weekends or maybe later on. Or if I needed to, I could switch around my schedule. It was all very flexible. And that was kind of what at least kept me in it because I was like, I needed there to be some stable income to make the first 5 years of trying to get, you know, anything in voiceover done. I'm sure
Yeah.
it is not an easy thing to like
No,
chip
sir.
through. You got to put the constant time and effort into it, and so I needed something to at least financially keep that running. Which being a banker did it. Yeah, I mean, I think I was making probably like 20, 22 bucks an hour, which wasn't too bad
Hey,
at
that's
all.
pretty good. That's quite
It wasn't
good.
where I wanted to be. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't where I wanted to be, but it was good enough for the time, and so I was very thankful for that. And all of my managers were. I don't think I actually had a single bad manager during my entire time, which was great.
Nice.
All of them were very helpful and understood my situation.
Hell
But yeah,
yeah.
so the whole time I was working between those two, doing classes whenever I wasn't working, doing auditions, whenever I got off. It worked out well, and I'm very thankful for that.
Hell yeah. That means you must be very good with numbers then.
I try to be. I think I'm pretty good at math, though there is a reason that I didn't go into, like tax prep or being
Mm.
an accountant or anything like that. I do need my whimsy and my my fun, silly voices. Otherwise, you don't want, someone hunched in the corner. Let's see, yes, you have a W-2 incoming, marvelous. Like, sir, are you okay? I'm fine. The words, the forms, they speak to me. Wouldn't quite
um,
work well. You might get a little bit concerned.
I think it would. I think it would, what's the word? It would add a charm of ambiance to the environment. I would say.
Yes, exactly. Maybe if I went, hey, you know what? Yeah, if I ever moved to California, I could just open up like some sort of dungeon themed tax prep. Be like, you've come before me to bring the gold. Is your tithe prepared for the Dark One? Who's the Dark One? The IRS. A foul beast.
You know what's
A
funny?
wicked dragon, as it were.
In New Zealand, we have like there's like this one tax company, and like their mascot, as of recently, is like the embodiment of death, like the Grim Reaper. It's really fun.
Oh, yeah, so they're going for the death and taxes vibe. I kind
Yeah,
of
basically.
respect that. That's fun.
That's very bold, but fair enough, man. At least they're honest about it.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, only two things guaranteed: death and taxes. So you know what? That's good PR. That's good branding.
Yeah, man. I wanted to ask as well, because you mentioned you were in Smite 1 and 2, is that right?
Yes, I got booked in Smite 1 for Hellforged Thor, and then my skin was actually one of the launch skins
Ooh.
for Thor in season 2, or
Oh, cool.
in Smite 2,
Smite 2.
not season 2, but yes. So yes, it's very funny to me that both roles that I have booked, I am not doing my normal accent. I am doing, transatlantic for Malleus, and then for friggin' Hellforged Thor, it was like Scottish broke. I'm
Oh,
like,
what?
okay.
Nice.
It's like, more souls to torture. I'm like, all right, if this is what books me, hey, I'll keep doing it.
That's an interesting direction with it. Kind of almost Nordic, I
Yeah,
think. So kind of.
yeah, exactly. It was between that. I remember doing the Smite audition. I
Hmm.
was looking over. I was like, okay, either they want, I'm thinking. My mind always goes for if he's a hell forged guy, he's smithing. he's gonna sound, like a demon, but also maybe you throw in. My mind went to dwarves and
Mm.
smithing, and throw in, a bit of that Cockney, Scottish, what have you, vaguely European. But then my other one was way more like Eastern European. It's like,
Mm.
yes, I see. Oh no, that one was Scottish. Good. Okay, here we go. I have the darkness in me, mortal
Mm.
souls, in all that. Yeah, and so those were the two that I went with, and they're like, yeah, we want the Scottish one. I said, all right, cool. Works for
Hell
me.
yeah,
I,
man.
I didn't think that was my strongest, but okay.
I'd love
I
to
always
hear
love it
more.
when directors surprise me.
I'd love to hear more of your
Sorry.
story. When because you said you booked Malleus after coming back from vacation. So like, I just want to know what was like going through
Yes.
your head at the time, dude. Because that must have been crazy, dog.
Well, so yeah, so I had come back from vacation, and he was my first. I had actually gotten sent the audition while I was on vacation. I said, "Oh,
Oh.
cool, great. I'll go home and do that." So it was like going to be over the weekend. So I said, "Perfect. Drive home. Record it in the evening, send it off." And as you know, I send it off. My brain deletes it and send and forget. And so I completely forget, like for the week or two. I think it might have been longer, honestly. I had assumed, like every audition, I didn't get it, and it's like, okay, that's fine. There's always
Yeah.
the next one. And I remember I I had woken up just randomly, like at 6 a.m. I was like, oh man, I don't know why I'm up, but okay, whatever. So I like sat up and I said, I'll check my emails just to see before I go back to bed. And I see an email from my agent saying booked. I'm like, excuse me. And then I see more. I'm like, excuse me. And blew my mind. I'm like, you got what? Disney? Okay. And so I immediately like bolt up. It was just at the time me and my mom at the house because everybody else had gone to work. And so I bolted into her and I was like, oh, booking. I got a booking. And like, what? Who died? I'm like, no, booking.
To die.
And she's like, what happened? I'm like, Disney. Yeah, I don't know. Union work. And so yeah, I was having a conniption running through my house, excited.
Oh hell
And then
yeah.
I immediately said, "Wait, I haven't accepted it yet." I ran back into my room and I sent off the email. Yes, 1,000 times yes, thank you. And I ran back.
Oh, that's
No, that
awesome.
was that was a phenomenal morning, honestly. And it was funny because it wasn't until like I got the script that it all really started clicking. Like, oh my goodness, oh wow, because I saw the cast list, and you had Matthew Mercer,
Mm.
Crispin Freeman, friggin'. I think Damon Mills was mentioned at the time, and just
Yeah.
all of these. Danny Kramer, who I had actually known from. I had done a Pokemon audition years ago,
Oh
and
cool.
I had reached out to him because we had taken a class together. I was like, "Hey, you're Rajan. You probably know what they're looking for. Could you help me out on this?" He was like, "Yeah." And so from that
Oh
point, you
sweet.
helped me out once. You have my eternal loyalty. You know, I will
Fair enough.
die for you. So I was like, "Oh, he's in this. Fantastic." And
Oh,
then,
that's awesome.
obviously Alejandro Saab, who was a huge inspiration when I was first getting started. I looked at his career and said, "Oh yeah, I would like to follow a similar game plan on that." Alex Lee, again, similar thing. It's just like so many immensely talented people, and I was frankly starstruck to be among them. But I said I got to make sure that I'm performing my butt off on this because I gotta keep up with the rest of the talent here. So it was an awesome, mind-blowing experience. That one that I was like, okay, they gotta have hired the wrong guy. I don't know what's happening. I am
Jesus.
a no name. Yeah. But thankfully everyone's been so kind. They've been so encouraging, and it was wonderful getting to work with everyone.
As it should be. You rocked it, Smellius, man. Like genuinely.
No,
Like
thank you.
I
I
cannot wait for
appreciate it. I
more.
can't wait to have more than one line. Yes, exactly. I can't wait for more than one line so I can show people what I can do. But for now, I will take my one line. I will happily take it.
It's like
It has been a life changing one line. Honestly,
yeah,
I'm like,
and
oh my
it's like
goodness.
I think they forgot to invite me.
Yes, I have the sneaking suspicion they forgot to invite me. It's amazing just the sheer dedication that the Twist fans have
Mm.
shown off of that I'm like, I appreciate it, guys. You've changed my career. It completely pivoted in a avenue that I never anticipated. So yeah,
Mm.
I owe Twist a great deal. I won't lie.
Hell yeah, dude. It must have been really cool having you and Danny in like the same house, I guess, right? Insomnia.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that was awesome. Yes, and even us getting to most recently in Papu Mai, we shared a
Mm.
table, and that was
Oh
so
hell yeah.
fun
Oh, that's sick.
because
I
you
love
had the
that.
the back and forth banter. Yeah, well, you had all the fans coming up and getting the signings. I made sure to have like a duo print of us so you could get like it signed by both me and Danny, which worked out really well.
Have you I'm guessing you've played the game itself, Twisted Wonderland?
Yes, actually, once I got the confirmation that I was booked, I immediately downloaded the game that day
Nice.
and I started playing through it. I finished the whole story about the day before the anime came out, or
Oh
like the day
dang, nice.
before we got announced, or I can't remember if it was the anime coming out proper or the day before we got announced. But I was fully
Mm.
caught up at the time, so I was like, "All right, cool, I'm ready." And so I wanted to do that because I wanted to be in on all the in jokes and the references and know what was going on because I know that the fans want to know, hey, whoever is taking over this character, do they actually know the story? And I'm like, yes, obviously, I am full in on this.
Yeah, because in at least in New Zealand's case, we don't actually have the Twisted Wonderland game. It's not available to download, but Australia has it. So I'm like, what's going on, man? So I
Yeah.
so for me, I was like, I was reading the manga first, and then when the
Oh,
manga like when I got into like a point where I was like, oh, there's no more manga. I guess I gotta watch the playthrough of the game with no commentary. Um, and then uh, and then the anime
oh
came out like right after that. I was like, oh hell yeah, this is so dope. Everyone did such a great job, man.
yeah,
I
exactly.
freaking
Oh,
love the
good.
cast.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and Paul, I mean, killed
My
it. I was
God,
like,
it did.
holy heck.
Like his accent
Oh
was
my
my
goodness. I'm
God.
like,
His performance, Jesus Christ, what a
yeah.
masterclass, man.
Apparently, from what Paul told me, I believe he trained with JB Blanc, like
Ooh,
before each session
oh that's
to
dope.
focus in on that. Which
Oh
I'm like,
hell
okay,
yeah.
all right, jeez. I've
Damn.
been playing D&D, and that's how I practiced my accents.
It's a
That
great
is the
way to do it.
dichotomy of the actor's preparation. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, it worked. I evidently, I guess.
I was gonna say, because I'm guessing this was your first time working in anime. Was this? Because like that's crazy. If so, that's
Yes,
amazing,
this
dude.
was my anime debut.
That's
Yes,
insane. That's
and
awesome,
so
dude.
yeah, oh my, well, and exactly because my thought was like, okay, listen, you can't just cut to the end of the line, Jacob. You gotta start out. We'll start, maybe do some walla. We'll get some background roles. No, no, here, take poster boy of Twisted Wonderland. All right, cool, no
Dude, that's so
pressure.
sick.
No,
That's so
and
sick.
so yeah, it just doesn't happen, which was why it blew my mind. I was like, are you are you guys sure there's not someone else named Jacob that you've gotten confused? All right, let's do this. Yeah, no, it was phenomenal. Just the I was so pumped and excited, and it was my first ever SAG role as well, and
Oh,
so
cool. Hell
that
yeah, dude.
because he was a principal character shot me up into SAG eligible immediately. I was like, oh, all right,
Yeah.
great, cool.
Yeah, you'll be back. You'll be back for sure whenever
Yeah,
they do more
yeah,
episodes of the
exactly. I was
anime.
like, okay. Yeah, no, exactly right. And then even just Malleus is also the role that got me like some con representation as well, and let me
Yeah.
start going to conventions, which is wild. I it almost feels like a fever dream and a very fun one, but boy, howdy, it
Hell yeah.
is it is a wild time.
I'm curious though. Did you? I'm guessing you were like aware of like Maleficent and like Sleeping Beauty and all that stuff before Bookie Malleus, or did you
Yeah,
watch it
I knew
after?
that like the vague gist of well, yeah, I knew that like the vague gist of what all of them were inspired by, and obviously, I had seen Sleeping Beauty as a kid. It wasn't Sleeping Beauty wasn't like probably one of my go-to Disney movies. It was more like Hercules and
Oh
Lilo
yeah.
and Stitch and all that. But obviously, I mean, heck, it's the classic Disney movie. I'm sure everyone knows Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, and Cinderella. Those are
Oh
Those are
yeah.
the three Disney princesses. Also, probably Little Mermaid, but I mean, those ones kind of came first.
Yeah.
Which was why when I had initially learned about the Twisted Wonderland anime coming out was like in 2020, no, maybe it was more like 2022 when it had actually
Hmm.
been like announced
Yeah.
that they were going to be doing it. I had saw it on Alejandro's Twitter, and I was like, oh, that would be cool to audition for.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just starting out, so it probably won't happen, but you know, that's a cool thing. Cut to me later, Malleus
That's.
Draconia. I'm like, okay, all right.
I was gonna say, have you listened to the Insomnia's Dorm Song?
Oh yes, I made sure to go through any content on the Insomnia. I was sweeping through. I was browsing TikToks all those months when I couldn't announce it. I was like, all right, who do the people, like what are the jokes? What are the songs? What's everything going on here? I learned the ins and outs of everything, so that way I would not be out of the loop when I was announced. I would be able to be like, no, no, listen. Uh, Grotesques are not gargoyles. There's a difference. You must have the water spout, and the fans were super receptive to that. I think that they appreciated that I took the time and effort to invest in it, and they in turn invested in me, which I
Yeah, man.
appreciate.
Yeah, the from what I've seen, the Twist fans are crazy talented, crazy crazy cool. I've seen so much artwork. My God, like
Oh yeah,
it's insane. They're
absolutely.
amazing.
Well, heck, I mean, even even the two people that did my two prints, Star Bunny, and then the other one's name escapes me. Let me check because I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh yeah,
Get the
my
name.
artists, whoever they are.
Nah, what
Yes,
the artist?
Ruko.
Okay.
Both of them actually reached out to me after I announced my that I was Malleus, and they said, "Hey, if you ever need prints, we would love to work with you individually at the same time." Was
Oh
very
wow.
funny that they both had the same idea. But yeah, I worked with them, and they made two fantastic prints. Ruko did a very nice like glamour shot, and then Star Bunny did the very cool like Diasomnia family big poster that I have, and yeah, exactly like you said, they're incredibly talented artists. The amount of stuff that I see come out and create, I'm like, holy cow! All right, awesome.
I remember this is actually a random story, but I was listening to like the Overblood songs, right? It was on a shuffle, so I was like, "This is my
Ooh
first time
yes,
listening to any of them." So they're all in random order. Then Blessings
oh yes.
came up. And I got jump scared. My Mally just being like, ah, and then I fucking dropped my phone. So
Oh, it's like cheese and
like,
crackers.
god damn,
Yeah.
that was like that just I don't know. I felt like my soul transcended from my body. It's like astral
Yeah.
projection,
It's like, oh my goodness. Yes. See, now we just gotta see who will be Mina, when when season 8 comes out, right? Wink wink nudge nudge.
Oh, Mina Gil? Oh, dude, don't even get me started, bro.
Yeah.
I would freaking
Yeah,
love
I
that.
saw I saw a
Dude.
little bit of I saw a little bit of your lobbying on Twitter when he came out. I was like, hey, listen, I can see it.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I had a lot of like a lot of
Yeah,
people
no,
were
absolutely.
liking it. Even freaking I remember Ruben and like some other people liking that too. It was like, oh shit, they know. Fuck. Shit.
Yeah. Oh, you've been perceived. I remember seeing Ruben saying, "Oh, I'm just taking notes. For it won't happen, but in case we ever need RSA students." I'm like, "Ooh, people have taken note. All right, good to know."
See, I am a firm believer because
Oh yeah, no.
I know in season 2, right? It's with it's in Savannah
Mhm.
Clozak, there's the spell drive
Yes.
tournaments. So I was like, if you were to put
Yeah.
the RSA students in there, this is the perfect time to do it instead of waiting like
I
15
mean,
years,
yes.
know?
Now, the only one that I do think will definitely appear is you got to probably have Riel in season 3. I
Yeah,
don't think it'll be the adult Riel, but I think you'll probably have someone
yeah,
because like Child Riel appears in I think in a flashback at the very
yeah,
least. It might
probably.
have been a photograph, but I don't know. Yeah, you'll I feel like you'll probably see them. Who knows?
Yeah, but
But
I'm
no, that
hoping.
would be sick. I can't wait to see all the rest of the entire lineup. they look all so good immediately.
I know. I feel so bad for everyone like ditching all the NRC students. I feel so bad, man.
Yeah, I was in the corner. I'm like, we are getting outmogged here. Well, not Insomnia. We're the best looking of
Oh
the
no, of
entire
course not.
student body. But I mean, heck, the rest of you all mogged.
It's just like the difference between like introducing a character 5 years ago to like now. It's insane.
Yeah, their models are so on point. I'm like, you guys are killing me.
Like they're posed up and everything. It was
Oh
damn,
man.
man. Because my if
Yeah.
my dream for Twisted Wonderland, because I would, this is like a pipe dream for me, but like if I ever got the chance to like
Oh
be
yeah.
in the anime, I'm aiming for Scarabia Student B or Mina Shield. Like those are my two. Those are what I'm gunning for, bro.
I love it. That's awesome. Yeah. No, and it will be so cool to see everything fully animated because I know there are a whole lot of cool moments that get held back a little bit visually just due to the fact that it's mostly a visual novel of a game.
Yeah.
And so that's why I can't wait for the actual animation where it's like the Overblot scene in season
Yeah.
one where Paul as Riddle is just completely like changing. I'm like, oh my goodness, that looks so cool. It blew the other one, that was like the cool animation that they did specifically for the Overblots. That one can't compare to just the sheer level going on in that. So I think that'll be very, very cool to see happen.
Yeah, whenever yours gets animated, it's gonna be a lot of thorns, a lot of black thorns.
It's going to be a lot of thorns. It's going to be a full-on dragon. You know what
Yeah.
I want to see is you don't get to see it in the game because it's just like Black Shadow Malleus
Hmm.
is actual dragon Malleus. I want to see the full
Mm.
dragon form. You get to see it a little bit in Silver's Dawn Knight card,
Mm.
but I want to see the full animated Malleus. Let me voice a big old dragon. Come on,
Oh, they
I'm
got it,
ready
man.
for it. I can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
It'd be
Heck, I'd even
if
like to. I want to voice baby dragon Malleus, where he's just hatching out the egg as well. I can do it. I can make the tiny dragon noises.
based on how long they live for, I wouldn't be like thrown off if like the baby has like a really deep voice. You know what I mean?
Wah
Oh
wah.
wow.
I want mother.
It's like, now look at the big
Yeah,
baby.
it's just the. Yeah, exactly that. The big baby.
It's exactly what it
Yes,
is.
exactly. Oh yeah. Look what somebody made me.
Dude, that's
Look how
sick.
cool that is.
Someone made you that?
Yeah, I don't know if
That's dope.
I don't know if your thing has any like video for the fans, but in case you can't see it, it is a full Diasomnia magic pen.
Oh, that's so
I'm like,
cool.
that's absurd. Yeah,
Dude,
so that
that's
is staying
that's
on me. I
oh,
I
is that
keep that thing on me.
like that's like a straight up pin, isn't it? Or it's like a wand
So
pin?
it doesn't have like it can't write, but
Oh,
yeah,
I was
it
gonna
is
say,
like an actual magic pin prop.
as you mentioned before, you just came back from Popumai. Was that your first con?
Yes, that was my very first con.
Yeah.
Very,
How was it,
very
man?
fun. Mind blowing. Honestly, it was far busier than I could have possibly imagined. In terms of like everybody showing up, me and Danny did not have like an open space at our table from like 12 to 8:30. I was like, oh
That's
my
insane.
goodness.
That's so
I
cool.
was I was like, listen, all right, Jacob, don't get your hopes up too high. Maybe like 10, maybe 20 people might swing by if you're really lucky. I think we had something like 150.
My
It was
God.
so many people. My expectations were blown out of the water. I did not see that one coming at all.
Damn, I hope you had enough prints to give to people.
We did, thankfully. But I mean, I had brought four different prints, 50 of each.
Hmm.
We probably sold like between everything. I mean, it whittled it down. I think maybe we had like 20 prints, and Danny even, his was whittled down as well. So between the both of us, we were thankfully able to accommodate everyone. But boy, howdy, it was like, oh my goodness, everybody's here. The line just kept getting longer and longer. I was like,
That's so sick.
all right, cool, great. It was a great problem to have. I love seeing all the people. So many people brought, exceptionally kind gifts. Like I said, the pin. I got a little slowpoke in the Insomnia gear. Like I think I have the picture of that. Let me see
Like Slowpoke,
somewhere.
like the Pokemon.
The Pokemon, yes, he's become a running joke on like the streams that I've been doing on Twitch. And so someone, yeah,
Oh, that's cute. I love
like
that.
handmade, and they fully decked him out in Diasomnia gear, which is awesome.
Yeah, he's the mascot. He's a Diasomniac.
Exactly, Diasomnia Slowpoke, or Slowpoke Draconia, as some have taken to calling him. Either
Slowpoke
way,
Draconia.
yeah, very, very cool. But yeah, no, it was a mind blowing experience. I'm super excited for my next one. It actually just got announced.
Oh,
I'll be
congratulations, Sid.
heading to, yeah, thank you. I'll be heading to El Paso the week of like August 7th. So that'll be very fun. That's my first Texas
Ooh.
con.
Oh, that'd be great. You should go to get some barbecue over there or something.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, I want to say that yeah, my family lived in El Paso for like a few years when I was much younger, but super fun. You know, obviously everywhere in Texas has great food and all that, so that'll be very fun. I think that one might be like a couple days, so that'll be a new experience as well. Because obviously Papumaya was just a 1 day event, so it'll be super cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, for even with Pop Your Mai, it sounded like a hell of a 1 day. You know, like that's
Oh yeah,
that's so cool,
man.
dude.
Yeah,
I'm
well, apparently that was being put on by like a small team, and I think they were like, "We did not anticipate this being so busy.
dude.
This blew our minds." I was like, "Great, all right, we're all happy."
Because like you mentioned, you were sitting next to Danny, but I'm guessing like all you guys who or like the people who were voicing like all the house wardens were like all next to each other and stuff as well.
Yeah, so it was me and Danny at one table. It was Nick Monteleone, Vil over at the other table. There was Paul next to Nick, and then Hunter and Jonathan were off
Hmm.
to the side as well. And then way over on the other side was Alejandro. He's like, guys, over here. Yeah, so I unfortunately I didn't get to see Alejandro too much,
Oh,
but he did bring over like some white macadamia cookies. Stellar choice. One of my
damn.
favorite cookies. So I was deeply
Oh, that's really
appreciative.
nice. Did he just buy it, or did he like make those from scratch?
I don't know. I thought that I had heard someone say that he made them. I'm like, well, that's super
Damn.
nice. Thank you for the cookies.
Okay, what's the catch? There was a contract involved with
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Yeah, I'm
He
just kidding.
somehow got me. No, yeah. Well, and Alejandro's line was massive as well.
Yeah, I
Apparently,
can
someone
imagine.
actually had him sign a like Marvel Civil War comic that was
Oh, yo,
signed by all of like the MCU and Stan Lee. I was like, that's sick.
that's what an honor. My God,
Yeah, right. I was
that's
like,
huge.
dang, that's super cool. I mean, man alive, yeah. And yeah, I am really happy for him that he's Deadpool. That's a real cool role.
Yeah, my
I
God.
remember when that one was announced at the game conventions and everyone collectively like
Oh, like
turned. It's
I
like I
wonder who
wonder
this
who
could
that
be.
is. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, guys, it's not me. Wink,
It's
wink,
not
wink, wink,
me.
wink.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even know a pool that's dead. Like, what? Come on,
No,
guys.
no,
I never even heard
no.
the name. What are you talking
Wade
about?
Wilson? No, no. I'm Slade Wilson. I'm Deathstroke.
Yeah, the orange one. That
Yeah,
one.
exactly. I'm from DC. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, that
silly
was
rookie mistake.
yeah, exactly. No, it's real cool. I love to see everybody winning on that, and it was so great getting to meet as many people as I could. Obviously, I was busier than I thought I would be, so I didn't get the chance to say hi to everybody. But even getting to see the couple people that I did was super cool.
I'm assuming you saw like a lot of like Malleus cosplays and stuff like that. So like,
Oh yes,
I want to know what was it like. I'm guessing it's like a surreal experience, like not only being at a con and signing prints of your character, but also seeing people like dress up as a character you
yeah.
voice. Like that's insane. So like, what was that like
I
for
mean,
you?
yeah, honestly, in the moment, I feel like I was so high on adrenaline that I was like, oh, yeah, great, awesome, cool. And then just looking back on it, it's like, no, yeah, that's wild that people are doing that. All right, cool. What gets me is I have people doing like animatics to my to
Yes,
my nonsense posts that I'll put on TikTok. And I'm like, oh my goodness, people are animating me. This is so wild.
I remember seeing like Hunter and Jonathan's like little promo post for the event. Is it's like it's just Melly just like outside like a cat like it's like
Oh, that killed me. Oh yeah, no, that was awesome. It was so cool, and it's so awesome getting to have that first con experience be with with the rest of the cast because obviously I've only recently met everyone, but it feels like we're all fast friends, so it really means a lot because I'm like, oh,
hell
sick.
yeah.
I don't have to feel like I'm kind of doing this on my own. I get to when I got there, Hunter actually pulled right up next to my car, and they were getting
Oh
out.
hell
I was
yeah.
like, "Oh, perfect! I can go in with you. Let's do this."
Yeah, I love
And so
Hunter.
that did help. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Also, I just realized freaking Shunheit,
Yes.
evil queen. I just got that.
Yeah.
I just
Yes. Exactly.
because like I
Yes.
don't think the evil queen has like a name. I think she's
No.
just called
Yeah.
evil queen.
Just the
So
evil queen. Exactly. Yes.
I'm like,
Well, what gets me is Appel Apple.
oh my god, I didn't even know
He's the
that. They even
poison apple. That's who he's based off of.
I didn't even no. Oh, what? Wow. Okay, that was okay. That explains a lot. That explains the whole
Yeah.
Apple thing with his family. Okay, that makes so much
Yes,
sense.
exactly. Once you're looking, you're like, oh, this wasn't subtle at all. I see.
No, yeah, like Rook Hunt. I wonder what his ability
Yeah, I
is.
wonder what he could be based off of. Well, and heck, I mean, I don't like Sebek is obviously the tied to the god of the crocodile god of Egypt,
Yeah,
Sobek, and silver, obviously. I mean, that one's kind of blank. It's just like silver hair, silver. Damn.
yeah.
Good, but I mean, yeah, he's based off of Aurora from he's
Sleeping Beauty.
the Sleeping Beauty, yes. Which is why I'm interested to see who the RSA student will be. I think that they'll probably
Yeah.
be based off the three fairies, but I
Ooh,
like their
that's
big
true.
hat. I like
Yeah.
the hat. The big hat does it for me. I want to see what their full design is.
I was so blown away by like the silhouettes because like I thought we were finally getting like female characters in this Twisted Wonderland, but like wait a second, that's not that kind of type of show. They're all like
No,
femboys, you know.
I
So
I
like,
was yeah I was very interested to see because I was like, okay, it'll be an interesting thing. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they're going for keeping with the all boys cast. They know what is popular among the fan base, so fair enough.
I'm hoping that Twisted Wonderland goes on for a long time, so we get like more properties turning into like anime boys,
Yeah.
like me personally, if we ever got like Finding Nemo or Cars, like I would
Ooh,
be
that would
so
be
freaking happy,
ooh,
dude.
Cars would be great. I know one that people suggest is Treasure Planet, which would be very cool.
Ooh, that would
I
be
would love to
dope.
see Tron and have
Tron
like
would be good.
Tron with Idia being kind of like he's the main hero of that event, and you can have a Clue guy that is the stand-in for the villain. I think that would be cool, but I think that could
Yeah,
work really well. Have like Idia being like the full Tron suit. Have
yeah,
Ortho be there. It writes itself. Come on.
dude. Like I don't know who writes like Idia's like dialogue and like translates it. Like Jesus Christ, he's one of us. He's one of
It's
us.
incredible. Well, and even more so, I feel one of my favorite lines in the dub is it's at the end of one of the episodes. It's one of those in the
Yeah,
vignettes, and it's
little
the idiot
kitties.
vignette where he's like, "I want to huff that kitty." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, that's fantastic." I
I
want
like
to huff the floof. I'm like, "Oh my goodness."
I love Koi's delivery. I'm like huffing the kid.
We'll huff the kid. I'm like, well, that's just fantastic. Well, and Greg does a great job of
Oh
delivering
yeah,
like yeah, right, okay,
he's perfect as Ortho. My God.
yeah. Well, that's why he's going to be so good in season six. That's going to be
Yeah,
a fantastic one. I say that with the full hope that we will be getting to season six and season seven and season eight.
six.
Like, come on, no. I mean, heck, like how many? I mean, Doctor Stone and My Hero Academia, they've all been very long running. I feel like
Yeah,
it's not
yeah, because
untenable for.
so far there's only 3 seasons confirmed. So I would
Yes.
hope, considering how beloved Twisted is, I
Yeah.
would hope it would go the extra
Well,
mile.
and I mean, we were number one on Disney streaming in
Yeah,
Japan during like the first couple weeks, and we were not like top 10 in the US on that. So I'm like,
Like, you
I
guys got
feel
it
like
that
we
much
gotta
easier.
keep going with that. It would be awesome. Yeah, I
I
certainly
I
hope
would I
so.
feel like I'd have to like match like the manga's pace as well, cause the manga right now, I think they're still in Scarabia right now, or
Yeah,
closer to the end, I think. But
I hope so. Yeah, because that one's gonna be interesting. I'm like, we're gonna run out of stuff at this rate. We gotta pick up the pace.
But I do like the pacing of the manga, like genuinely,
Yeah.
because like I know
No. Yes.
whenever we get to book 6, there's gonna be I know in the game itself is super fucking long, so like
Well, I mean, book seven's twice the size of book six. I'm like,
oh
oh
I
my
didn't oh that's
goodness,
true that's true I
what are we
didn't realize that.
doing? Yeah, of course. I mean, a lot of those are the like the dream sequences of everything.
Mm.
So I'm like, I think if you cut a little bit of the the not super important ones, I think you can probably slide out of there maybe a little bit closer on the time frame. But yeah, it'll be
I,
interesting to see.
I also really like the fact that I remember in season 1 of the dub,
Yeah.
you know how there's like flashbacks of like Alice in Wonderland,
Oh yes,
and all that stuff,
how
and then
they
they
had
brought
like the original actors
yeah.
from the movies. That blew my mind. I didn't know about that.
Like that would be like that's sick. And like if whenever we get to Savannah Cloy, if they get Jeremy Irons to be Scar in that
Ooh,
flashback,
that would
my
be
god,
awesome. Yeah,
that
no,
would be so
I
sick.
would love to hear. I'll need some original Hades performance as well. That would be
Oh, get
great.
James Wood back in there. I'm sure he would love to come back. He comes back every single time. He came back for the fucking spin-off Disney show, which none of
Yeah,
the other actors
exactly.
except for him stayed.
Yeah,
Like if anyone's gonna come back,
exactly
it's
right.
James Woods.
I'm sure probably that would be fun. Yeah, I mean, heck, ooh, yeah, even Jafar would be, great,
Mm,
great to hear. I would love also for like some OVAs.
yeah,
Obviously, I don't know if
that's what
they'll end
I
up
was.
doing that, but that would be great.
That's what I was thinking, because like there's like those two guys from Pinocchio, there's Frollo,
Hmm.
Jack Skellington, and Oogie
Yes.
Boogie.
If I
Like,
could only have the one, I would take Glorious Masquerade, which is the one with based off of Hunchback of Notre Dame,
yeah,
solely because it has Malleus as like the main character for all of it. I'm
yeah.
like, well, I don't get anything else for the rest of the series, guys. So maybe give me the one. Come on, give me the movie.
Yeah, give him. I'm sure you guys have to have OVAs. Like
That would be super cool.
I need it.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it when anime like references things like for like with JoJo's for example. Like I love how it's like a reference to like real life music. So with
Oh yeah,
Disney,
oh yeah.
with Twisted Wonderland, like it's all a big reference and
Yes,
man,
it's
it's so
all
enjoyable.
various references. It's great. Yeah, no, I really enjoy it, and yes, for similar reason to why I like JoJo's and why I like Fate and all of those. It's like, oh, I know what that is, and that's cool that you kind of did a flip on that. I like that. That's fun.
Yeah, I also really like the fact that in Twisted Wonderland you I don't know, it's like they take quotes from the movies and they use it and like
Yes.
as like character building. It's very
Yeah, no,
interesting.
that is awesome. Where they well, they're like slide it in, and I'm like, oh, hey, that was a line you did. I see what you did there. Like in Scarabia, book 4, Jamil does, where he's doing the wee and so
Yeah.
long, experience Ali. I'm like, I know what you did.
That was clever. I also
Yeah,
really
I
like
was
the
like,
fact like at the start of Scarabia, I think it's like Kaleem, he's like reaching out his hand, he's like, "Do you trust me on the magic carpet?"
it's like,
Like damn. Ah,
yes,
nice one.
I know what you're doing. Whole new
I remember
world. Yeah.
I remember reading through the playthrough of book 6. It was like 0 to hero, huh?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
whoa, whoa really, huh?
Well, yeah,
Hmm.
Idia does so many great like references to Hades. My particular favorite is boom bada boom boom boom. I'm
Like
like,
boom, bada,
that's
boom,
great.
boom, boom.
Yeah, no, I can't wait for Koi to do that. Or even in like the teaser that we did for season 2, you
Mhm.
had Major saying, "Well, they
Be
better be
prepared.
prepared." I'm like, "Oh, you saucy, saucy so and so." And my goodness, what a voice for
My
Leona.
God.
I don't think that they could have picked a
Oh
better
yeah, dude.
choice. Major is stellar.
People love Leona, and like I think
I
they have it. People have and with Major, they just gave more fuel to the fire.
Yeah,
Realistically.
Well, and hilariously, like when he was doing the interview with Paul, he was like, Oh, I've seen Leona. Y'all are thirsty
Thirsty
for
for
Leona.
Leona.
I'm like, oh my
He
goodness.
knows.
I'm in the corner like, my goodness, Major. I'm not even involved in this.
It's like, oh my god.
Ooh, he laying it on thick there. Yeah, no, that's great. Well, I loved Major's performance as Queen in One Piece, and so
Yeah.
him getting to be Leona is super cool. I'm like, oh, that's awesome.
This might be a bit of a pipe dream for me, but I hope you guys do get to like sing the songs, but in English. If
Oh,
Disney gives you like the
I
free
would
reign to do
love
so,
to.
I would love
I
that.
have quietly in my own corner been practicing very little singing just to be like, all right, either if I never, get to sing it officially, I'll be ready to do like a cover of it. Or if I am
Yeah,
doing it officially, I'm ready for that.
yeah. Let's get the Blazing Jewel event, but
Oh my goodness, yeah,
it's real life.
that one might be a little much on me. I don't know how far I can carry that, but yeah, no, that would be super cool. Well, and
But
heck,
yeah.
Alejandro and Jonah will be ready for it.
Oh
Friggin',
yeah,
professional singers over there. I'm like,
that's true.
man.
I've never heard
Uh,
Kellen sing before, but I'm sure he'll do great as Floyd
oh,
if
sure,
he chooses to
yes.
sing as
I'm sure,
Floyd
yeah.
for all the songs.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm trying to think of everybody who I know sings. Well, obviously Major. Major could
Oh
handle
yeah.
that. Friggin' Broadway. Yeah, you had Alejandro, Weeby. You have Jonah, who I'm pretty sure has his own band.
I
Trying to
think
think
Matt
of.
Mercer can sing. I
I'm
would assume
sure
so.
Matt Mercer can do everything. Come
Yeah.
on. Oh, yeah, no, but I'm sure that I'm sure you would not have to press us hard to be like, sure, we're down for it. Let's do it. Yeah, that was
Yeah,
awesome.
man. But also in recent news, you were in Zenless recently, so
I
congratulations.
was. That was super cool. My very first Hoyoverse
Yeah.
appearance, which was super awesome. I have managed to track down most of my clips, which I'm
Nice.
very
Let's go.
pleased about. Whenever you're playing, NPCs, it's always a little bit hard to hunt things down. So it was really cool. You get to see me get beaten up by Cecilia in her like announcement trailer.
Oh,
You
lovely.
get I get to taunt friggin' the Black Wolf guy saying, "I'm sorry, your contract is over. We have nothing else for you." And then I'm also recently in the new Hot Pot event. I am
Ooh,
Black
nice.
Helm Bro Dorankai, and so that was super fun as well.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's awesome,
Yeah.
dude. I'm so glad you're able to track the clips, because like for like the Hoyo games especially, like it's hard to find like your
Oh yeah.
friends, if you're NPCs especially.
Absolutely. I was like, okay, let's see. I gotta look for where I get attached to the bigger characters. I know I'll be near Cecilia. I know I'll be near Black Wolf, and I know I'll be, getting beaten up at some point of the event. I can at least track those down. Me as the referee, probably not so much. I'm also one of the referees in there, but I'm like, yeah, that one's probably lost somewhere.
Oh well.
Yeah, oh
Still,
well. I got
it's never.
paid all the same.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you've like pulled every single Malleus card in the game or
I've
anything like that.
tried.
You've tried.
I'm missing all of his birthday cards and his New Year's cards, but I have Glorious Masquerade. I spent like $80 to get Overblot Malleus.
That's actually
And then
that's a steal considering how much people pour into gacha
I
games.
mean, yeah, no, absolutely. And then I got his dorm card as well, so I at
Mm,
least have a good few number of Malii, as it were.
Malleus.
Yes,
When is
exactly.
Malleus's birthday actually? I actually don't know which day it is.
January 18th.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is that close to your birthday or
No, not at all.
not at
My
all?
birthday's in a week.
Oh
Yes.
shit! Oh well, happy
Yeah.
birthday in advance, dude! Oh my god!
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, April 27th. So that will be very fun. I'm looking forward. I will be 27.
Hell yeah! You're 20. You're
Yeah.
gonna be 27. I thought you were like 21, dude.
Yeah. Right. It's the clean shaven. It throws everybody off.
Yeah, everyone
Nobody
thinks
can
I'm
ever pinpoint. It's like
35.
deep voice, but also like it looks like baby face.
Not
The
fair,
height
but
also throws people off as well.
how tall are you, dude?
About 6'6".
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, I'm
What?
huge.
Damn!
Yes, I'm
What the
actually
fuck?
1 inch off of Malleus. He is 6'7" with his horns.
So wait, Malleus is 6'7"? That's crazy.
No.
Malleus
Yes,
is-
unfortunately. Danny's 6'9", so I mean, there's a joke that
what?
can be made
You
there.
guys
Yeah,
are
Danny's
what?
enormous.
Damn! Wow. I cannot. I'm horrible with like perceiving height from photos. My God.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Unless I see like two giants and it's like people that's when I can understand it. But normally
Yeah,
that's wow.
exactly. It's like,
You guys are
holy
tall.
heck.
I'm a little ant. I'm like 5'9", dude.
It's completely average. You're fine. Yeah.
No, yeah, no, not in this era, man. Not in this era.
Oh, yeah, no, unfortunately. Yeah, what I feel like New Zealand has like a thing for like a lot of you guys over there being tall, right? New Zealand.
Yeah, there's a fair few of us that are tall. I would think I'm in the minority of small people
Yeah.
that are in New Zealand, but it's okay. But it's alright. I
You just
can
got to marry
I,
someone real tall, balance things
exactly.
out for the next generation. You'll be
Exactly,
good.
man. Exactly, man. Then if and then yeah, maybe the kid will be like an NBA player. They have the
Yeah,
potential.
exactly. New Zealand NBA, of course.
Yeah,
Happen.
there's actually my friend told me there was recently a New Zealand player that got signed on to the WNBA recently. So that's like,
Really?
yeah, fair enough.
Fair
So
enough. Go figure. See?
yeah, man.
That would be very fun actually. I want to see a Maori like full on NBA player.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's also pronounced Modi, so
Maori.
it's like Mo,
Mori. Mo.
Modi. Yeah, there you got it.
Mori. Ah, yes,
Yeah,
Mori.
it's super. It's I don't. It's you're all good. It's a super like it looks super weird to say out loud. So like at the
Yeah,
first
right.
time. So like
Well,
I got
it's
you,
like
man.
when the Overwatch hero, I think it's Mauna.
Oh, Mona. Yeah, Mona.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah. See, it's
yeah.
like I'm having to hook the G and A at the end. I'm like, ah, dang
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
I
No.
mean,
Yes.
it's like with the NGA sounds in New Zealand, it's just nah. It's Mona.
Yeah.
So basically,
Yes. It
um,
always throws me off when I'm sight reading. I'm like, I know I'm doing it wrong. Oh
yeah,
well.
yeah. Mona actually means mountain in today. So
Ah,
like, so it's a
how about
mountain of a
that?
man. Yeah,
Yes, I mean I can see it. Yeah.
yeah, man. I will happily teach you some New Zealand lingo, man.
Ah, beautiful. I will be ready. I need to. Yeah, I'll be ready if I ever need to pull out a Kiwi accent. I will be there.
Hey, I got you, man. If you want to freaking study the accent for like IPA, I got you. Don't
Oh
worry.
yeah, exactly. Well, it was funny because I remember one. I forget who told me this,
Mhm.
but someone had described like the Australian accent as just the British accent, but with a Southern accent at the same time. I'm like, I can see that.
Hmm.
That makes a weird bit of sense.
Interesting. I always
Yes.
consider the Australian accent the New Zealand accent, but a little bit more feral.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
It's a little
Yes.
bit more feral.
It
But
all
the,
it has to do with all the proximity of like, okay, well, of course, New Zealand can claim that over, Australia.
yeah, the
Meanwhile, I'm
thing,
like, you guys are mostly all British over there, right?
yeah, but with New
Don't get
Zealand,
me
like
hunted down immediately.
with like New Zealand, like the accent and stuff like that. Our jaws are very like naturally lazy, so we end up like
Yeah.
skipping a lot of vowels. So, but with
Yes,
Americans, for
exactly.
example, you guys are very articulate, and it's very
Yes.
useful. So
I'm
like,
well, very articulate in some places. Go to friggin' Texas, and you'll be like, all right, whatever. How you doing? All right, because my family's actually from Louisiana. Half of my family is, at least my mom's side.
oh,
So
cool.
anytime that I go down to to Louisiana, I'm like, all right, Paul Morton. All right, so what can we do for you? Yeah, no, I got you covered. All right, let's get you all set, and then we will be on our way, and we'll be all happy campers. And then when I get back, I'm like, oh shoot, hold on, I gotta wind back into my normal accent that is generally easy to act with and not friggin' all over the place.
A normal accent. Jesus,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. The one that has been whittled down over the years. I lived in Alabama for 6 years. That thing did
Oh,
catastrophic damage to me for a while. Now I'm
well, I didn't know
very
that. That what was
proper.
living in Alabama like?
It was fun. We lived there for half the year, and then we would move back to Arizona. So it would be 6 months there, 6 months back. My dad was in professional baseball.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, that's also
yes,
what? That's
yeah,
awesome.
exactly. All sorts of fun little tidbits about me. So yes, we were every 6 months we were moving to somewhere new for about 13 years, which
Oh,
was
wow.
very
Every
fun,
13
but also
years.
yeah, it was wild. And then when my dad changed from coaching to coordinating, which is more he was like overseeing all of the pitching for for the organization. That was when we started staying put in Arizona, for the last, 13 years. So now,
Hmm.
yeah, that's wild that I've actually been here in Arizona longer than than I was doing that. That's funny to think about. But yes, that was fun. Alabama is a fun place. It was a place called Mobile, Alabama. It's
Mobile.
spelled like
Okay.
mobile, but yeah, it is pronounced Mobile.
Nice.
Yeah, no, super nice place. Kind of a small little port town. Very fun, very nice people, great food. But yeah, it is very much a small southern town kind of vibe to it, which is fun.
Did because you mentioned your dad plays baseball. Did he ever
Yeah,
put you onto baseball growing up or anything?
Oddly enough, he never pushed me on it. He was like, "Hey, I can teach you some stuff whenever you want." Me and my brother, we would go and play at the field with him, catch now and then, maybe hit in the batting cages. But he never pushed me into it because he's like, "Hey, listen, this is a bit of a weird, industry to be in. I don't want to necessarily saddle you with that. So you do whatever you want to do. Go find a nice, stable career, enjoy yourself." And don't worry about it. If you want to go into baseball, we go into baseball. But if you don't, you don't have to. And I said,
Oh,
I
nice.
understand. And then I went into acting. So, clearly in one ear out the other on that one.
I mean, you're still a banker, so technically
Yes,
you know
that was my
you
initial
accomplished the
plan.
assignment.
Yeah,
You
I do actually have my MBA. I have my master's.
Nice.
And so I was fully intending to be in business and just kind of climb up the ranks of corporate. And then I realized, man, this is boring. I don't like this at all. And so I said, all right, perfect. Acting. Woohoo! This is much more fun. I get to make noises in a closet.
Oh, that's so sick. I can
Yeah,
only
no.
imagine like I was gonna say that like when you booked Malleus, I'm guessing
Yeah.
you were still working at the bank at the time. So did you ever like tell when Twisted Wonderland came out, you're like, hey, by the way, I'm like femboy Maleficent.
Well, it actually was like right after I had left the bank that I ended
Ah,
up
gotcha.
booking Malice. I think it was like maybe a month. I got the audition for him a week after
Mm,
I left the bank, and then I'm pretty sure it was like a month before I actually heard back on it. But
mm.
not to say that I broke any NDAs. Of course, I would
Oh,
never
definitely not. No, no,
say
no.
any of that exactly. But as soon as I was able to tell people, I absolutely was like, "Hey, check this out."
Yeah.
Yes, no, absolutely. That was so exciting. I could hardly contain myself from bursting on that one.
Oh man, I love Malleus's overblock design. I love how the
Oh,
horn
it's
just
so
gets
cool.
smaller. It's
Yeah,
like,
the horns when they glow green. I love the whole like underlighting vibe that he has under the scales and all that.
yeah,
Plus, I enjoy the fact that that's kind of his most dragon look. That isn't like one of
yeah,
his Halloween SSR or SRs or something. But yeah, no, that one is probably one of my favorite designs. I would say that and his masquerade design are my two favorites for two different reasons. One is, Overblood looks his most like monstrous and fairy, which I'm like, yes. And then the masquerade just looks fantastic on him.
yeah.
He's got the tricorn hat. He's got, the floof and the feathers. I'm like, oh, this
The
is fantastic.
floof.
Yes.
I actually forgot that that Maleficent turns into a dragon at the end of Sleeping
Yeah.
Beauty. I always forget that because like, my introduction to like Maleficent and Sleeping Beauty was so backwards because like
Yeah.
I knew of Sleeping Beauty like my first introduction was technically Shrek the Third.
Ah,
Um,
yes.
then I watched like Maleficent 1 and 2 with my mom and dad.
Oh,
So
sure.
so
Yeah.
that was my introduction to Maleficent, and then
It's like,
but
she's a
then and
misunderstood figure. And I was like, and
yeah.
see, in Sleeping Beauty, he's like, now you're kind of just a tool. I see.
And then I saw the old Sleeping Beauty, so
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like where was this? There was no dragon; it was just wings, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Where did this come from? What happened? Yeah, you know what? I have not fully watched Maleficent, like the actual Angelina Jolie one. I didn't know that they cut out the dragon. That's very funny. I'm like, that's a great part. Why are we cutting out the dragon?
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a spin on like, hey, maybe Maleficent
Yeah,
isn't all that bad, you know?
it's like the Wicked of Sleeping Beauty, and it was
Yeah,
like
I guess it is kind of like
misunderstood.
Wicked.
Yeah, It was funny. I years ago, before I had seen Wicked, I in my head thought those were the same. I was like, oh yeah, sure, it's witch and also misunderstood. Yeah, defying gravity, right? And I'm like, no,
Yeah.
these are two completely different properties. These are not at all the same.
Oh no, I feel that, man. I see. I thought Childish Gambino and Donald Glover were different people. I didn't know they were the same
Ah,
person.
yes, the
So I
tragedy.
totally understand. It's an honest mistake. I totally understand.
You're like, we've never seen them in the same place. I
Right?
I think that there may
Exactly.
be more to this than leads on. And everyone's like, yeah?
Yeah, it's like how people
Clark Kent's also
confuse.
Superman. Did you know that?
No, it's like how people like confuse Zeno and AJ. It's like
Yeah.
I've never seen him in the same room. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
Except we have, yeah, no.
We've
Well,
plenty of times.
I just actually saw AJ talking about that. He had recorded like a TikTok of it. And I'm loving what he's doing with his editing. Have you seen like the John Kiriakou like TikToks and all that?
It's like when they like speak normally and it's like slowed
Yeah,
down.
the slows. I'm gonna put you in the box, and it's
Yeah.
like that. He did that with it, where he's like talking about how he and Zeno, everyone for some reason mixes them up, and I'm like, oh, this is exceptionally funny. I'm not gonna touch this with a 10-foot pole, but it's very funny.
I'm so confused that it's a common thing because they look nothing
Yeah,
alike.
they
Like,
don't. I'm like, okay, this is weird, but all right. Like I can theoretically see a world where they might sound similar, like
yeah,
theoretically, but even still, I'm like, nah, not really. I don't know
yeah.
where you guys are getting this from. Those are two completely different guys.
I mean, I guess there's worse comparisons. I guess. I used to when I was younger. I used to get compared to Chirac from the Wimpy Kid movies a lot, so that was pretty
Oh,
funny. That was pretty
yeah,
funny.
that's yeah. You know what? There are worse things, I suppose, on that.
Well, the worst one was
Oh,
Baljeet from Phineas and Ferb. That was tough.
oh no.
That was sucked horribly. Oh, they should do
Yeah,
Phineas and Ferb Twist in Wonderland. That'd be crazy.
yeah. You know what? There you go. Oh
They've got Doofenshmirtz as like a little anime boy.
no.
That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
exactly.
But
That would be very funny.
he's still got to keep like the triangle head though. I
Yeah,
want
no,
that
absolutely.
has to stay.
Yeah, well, it was funny because I ended up doing like after we released season one, I did a tabletop one shot of my own knockoff Twisted Wonderland school. It
Oh,
was
dope.
Jet X Cool Magic Academy.
Jet X.
Uh,
Nice.
yes, exactly. And so one of the ones that I was originally going to put in there was a Phineas and Ferb one, but then I
Mm.
was like, you know what? I think I want to do something else, and so I ended up changing that one into Kim Possible, which I
Ooh,
thought was like,
okay.
okay, that works out well.
That looks good.
Yes, yeah, and so it was Gargoyles, Star Wars, Kim Possible, and American Dragon Jake Long were
Oh,
the
American
four that
Dragon.
I went with. I was
That's
like,
a
all
good.
right, this
That's a
is
good
pretty
one.
cool. Yeah, and so we had uh, uh, Paul, Danny, and Alejandro on that one, so that was
Oh, that's
super cool.
dope. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
that's so cool.
I would. I got plans for doing a second one. I
Oh,
got some
please do.
ideas.
That
Yeah,
that's so.
no,
Someone has to do like a Hannah Montana one or something. I don't know.
no.
If you want to bring
That's
live
a
action
good.
there,
That's not a bad idea. I'm gonna keep that one in the back pocket. Yeah.
because I was
No.
just thinking of
Yes.
like all the live action Disney stuff and like freaking the Pixar films. If you want to do like
Oh yeah.
Ratatouille
There's
or
just so
something.
much you can do. Yeah. That actually would be a good idea.
Can you imagine
I'm gonna
Anton
keep.
Ego and like freaking Twisted Wonderland style? That's insane, dude.
Yeah. Right. Oh, that would be good. That would actually be. That'd be very funny. To have a whole Ratatouille event. That would be great. Oh
Oh
man.
yeah, it's just cooking. You know they have done it in the games before. You have it's like cooking little mini games, I believe.
Yeah,
So like,
absolutely. They did that season one on when you were having to bake the tart. They just recently
mm.
did the Great Mouse Detective.
Oh what? Well,
Yeah, yeah.
that's a throwback. Oh my
That
god.
is a pull, yeah. All of the like the characters in the event get shrunk down to like mouse size, and so they're having to wear like little tiny like ramshackle outfits that they've scrounged around. Jamil is wearing like a little thimble on his head, like that gives a very like Jafar headdress
Oh
design.
yeah.
I think like Trey has little wireframe glasses like he made out of some spool or whatever. I'm like, all right, this is kind of fun.
Oh, that's dope. I actually did not know that.
Yeah, no.
I gotta see the
For
gameplay
some reason
recording.
though, they made like the main villain whose name escapes me. You know, like the big
Is that
rat.
is Yeah, that big old rat that falls and
Yes.
dies at the end.
Yeah, for some reason they made
Spoilers.
him into a bat. Like, okay.
A
This is
bat,
a
like an
bat,
actual,
yeah. It's
like not even like
like an
a
actual bat, you know,
like
like yeah, I'm like,
okay.
all right, sure, I guess. And so he's kind of like the main antagonist, and I'm like, all
Okay.
right, sure,
That's a
fair
good
enough.
pull. I was not expecting the Great Mouse
No,
Detective to show
yeah,
up
Great
of
Mouse
all
Detective,
things.
yeah. Oh,
Although
Radigan, that was his name, Radigan.
Radigan, yeah. Well,
Yes,
by that logic, then they can totally do Treasure Planet then.
yeah, exactly. See, now he's bad again.
Yeah, exactly, man. Like I forget the name of the villain in that movie, but it's been a while.
What
So,
was it? It's not Long John Silver. He's not
no,
the.
no, no. He's one of the good ones. The good
Yeah,
guys, the good guys. That sounds weird.
that's right.
But
Yeah, exactly. He's a
it's
good pirate.
he's a good pirate. Is it? It's the one with like the white hair, I think. Like kind of
Yeah,
like looks like
shoot.
an army guy.
It's been so long
It's been a while.
since I saw that. I remember that coming out in theaters.
The last thing I remember about Treasure Planet is like a few years back. I want to say like during the pandemic. It's like this meme. Um, I forget the character next to him. I think it might be Shaggy from Scooby Doo. And then the guy from Treasure Planet is like, "Let me introduce you to gay sex." And I'm like, "It's that one. It's that one." That's the last thing I
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. 2020 was a fever dream for everyone, honestly.
Oh yeah, my God, that was whew,
Oh my goodness, yeah. That was actually when I started acting.
really
Hilariously,
damn.
I got my start because I was in Arizona. I wasn't in any of the hubs, so that was when everyone was kind of open to
Oh,
remote. I was like, okay, well, time
hey,
to start doing this thing.
you are in a hub of Waffle House, and that's pretty good.
That's so true. You know what? And that's almost as good as being in any of the acting hubs.
That's almost as good. So you can get like a dinner and a show at 3 a.m. like every night. It's
Exactly, right?
exactly.
I don't think I've actually ever been to a Waffle House.
Oh, come on, man. It's like a peak thing of Arizona. You got to do it.
I like to keep my teeth. I don't want to get beaten up. I
Oh, you
have been
could.
to a Denny's for
Mm.
it's actually funny. I Some of my best friends are actually from Australia.
Oh, cool.
And so they flew in but said, "Oh, like, hey, sorry, we're not going to be able to hang out over here." And I was so sad. I was like, "Oh, dang it. I was, having my little teeny bopper depression at my friends not being able to visit." And so my parents were like, "Hey, let's go get some donuts." And I was like, "At 12? Yeah, that's when the freshest donuts get made." I'm like, "Okay." I didn't think anything of this. And then who do I see as I walk in? My friends at a Denny's table waving to me and saying, "Come on over, let's have me." So that was a fun thing. But yes, I say all that to say I have fond memories of Denny's as a result of it letting me see my best friends from Australia.
Oh, that's dope. We had a Denny's open up around NZ a few years ago. I don't know if this is like a universal thing with Denny's, but the first time I went to Denny's was like a really horrible experience because I was just like I don't know what was in the food or no, it wasn't Denny's fault. It was I had food from somewhere else.
Ah,
And I needed to use the bathroom, and it's like, and they were like very stingy. I'm like, yeah, you gotta buy something here first before you can use our bathroom. I'm like, bro,
it's like
please, I'm gonna shit
y'all are
myself.
killing me.
Please, please,
Oh man, it's
please,
tough.
guys, you're my one saving grace, please. But then I went
Should
back,
have just
like, I went
just
back,
buy a coffee and be like, "All right, we're gonna speed this thing up."
yeah, but no, that would make it so much worse. Like, I feel like
Exactly.
Daria would just destroy me. I wouldn't even make it to the bathroom at that point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But then later on, like maybe like a year or so later, I tried the Grand Slam, and it was, my God. Yeah,
It's
wow. Yeah, it's something, all right.
like blessed grand slam.
Finally, a Grand Slam.
Oh yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, I don't think I've been to a Denny's since, hilariously, but we'll take that one and done. It's like, all right, that's a good memory. We'll leave it there.
Yeah, I think that's all you need. Is I don't know if there's like much of a much of an experience from Denny's apart from like breakfast and a bunch of old
No,
people
yeah.
showing up. You know,
Yeah, no. Next time that you can go to a Cracker Barrel. It'll feel
Cracker
weird as
Barrel.
you wander into 1950s America. It's like, oh, how interesting. I can have turkey gizzards.
Tur- Turkey what?
Gizzards, like the
What?
throats. For some reason, I'm sorry, no, it's not turkey gizzards, it's chicken gizzards. My aunt used to, like great aunt, used to love getting those. So I'm like, I don't know why. You scare me immensely, Aunt Lou. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no.
have just like, I don't know, anything else, and we'll call it a day.
Yeah, not like she eats like freaking chicken throats or whatever. Like that's
Yeah, exactly. No,
I didn't know that existed. Because like I've had
apparently
because
a delicacy.
I've had chicken feet before and like chicken fingers, like actual chicken fingers, not like the nugget ones. The
Yeah,
actual chicken fingers. I've seen like a nugget that's like an actual like chicken head, like a face.
sure, yeah.
But I've never heard anyone eating chicken throats before. That's a new one.
Yes, it's like the specific. It's like not the whole throat. It's just like the. I think the gizzard is what they use to actually like crush up the rocks.
The rock? They chickens eat rocks?
So if I recall, I think this is what a gizzard is. It's but I think what the gizzard does is you like a particular bird will like go through and like get a little bit of gravel and
Hmm.
they'll load it into the gizzard to use that to
Okay.
crush up like stuff almost like extra teeth. It's
Okay.
wild. I think
I
that's what a
didn't.
gizzard does. I'm going to
I
Google
did,
that.
I did not know that. Why would they? Why would you go for the trouble of eating rocks? Like I don't get it. I feel like that's a bit counterintuitive, would it not be?
Yes, it acts as a mechanical tooth substitute grinder for food. They eat sand, grit, and
Oh.
pebbles, and it pulverizes the food. What an odd thing.
Okay, that explains a lot. Cause like I know most animals don't have like teeth and stuff. So like for
Yeah.
these, okay, that makes so much sense. Okay, I thought they just gulp it down in one bite or
Yeah,
something.
no, so there you go. Now you know that
Yeah,
that to make up they have rock dentures in their throat.
yeah, but like sand, I can understand because I feel like that's a bit more
Yeah.
understandable. But actual like
I mean, there's a very
gravel
fine
pebbles.
line between like, yeah, pebbles and gravel. I'm like, geez, all right.
I was actually I remember talking to John about this. John Patnode. We were arguing about arguing about
Yeah.
this. But I was saying like, if you're eating sand, does that mean you're technically eating glass? I believe it is because you're technically eating silicon, and silicon goes in is what makes glass. So if you're eating sand, you're eating glass. Do you agree
Well,
with me
now
or not?
is it silicone proper or is it silica? Because there's the
Silica,
difference.
silica. Sorry,
Yeah,
silica.
so silica you got to heat it up to become the glass. So it's more like you're eating proto glass. It's like if I all right, if I eat flour, sugar, milk, and an egg, I've not eaten a cake.
I would say you have. You've ate all the you've eaten all the
No,
components
because
that makes one.
you've eaten the components except for one. I can't eat the heat. Now, if I eat fire as well and it cooks it in there, then I'll give you that.
Yeah,
But
but
otherwise,
you can't eat
you haven't eaten
fire.
the whole
That's
thing.
absurd. You can't eat fire. That's absurd. No one
Ah,
can.
yes, you're right. Silly
So
me. I'm gonna go eat sand now, and that's like eating glass.
yeah, it is because you're eating what basically makes up glass.
And a
I will
bunch of other things.
I will stand and die
I'll
on
give
that
you
hill.
this. I'll give you. I'm eating uncooked glass and extra.
And extra. Yeah, like
Yeah, because
okay.
you're getting all the other junk.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know what else
Yeah.
goes in sand apart from silica and like some other dirt stuff.
Unfortunately, I hate to tell you, a lot of it is from a parrotfish.
A parrotfish.
Yes,
Like
much
like
of our sand has been processed by parrotfish at this stage.
what? How? What?
So
Wait,
so
wait, hold
parrotfish.
on. Wait. What is a parrotfish? What is
Oh,
this?
you haven't seen a parrotfish? Okay, let me show you.
No. What is this? Why
Behold the parrotfish.
are there so many parrotfish? Is that why we have so much sand?
Yes,
What? I've never seen that in my life. What? It's got like the freaking like
yes.
alien jaw thing.
Yeah, it's got a beak, and so what it'll do is it'll eat. Well, let's see. I think it eats coral. Eats. Yeah, it
No,
eats
not the
coral,
coral.
and as a result, yeah, it consumes coral polyps and limestone skeletons, and as it digests it, it excretes all of that inorganic rock, whatever it can't digest, as white sand.
Oh, that's a lot of fish shit. Damn.
Yes. And so a single parrotfish can produce hundreds of pounds of sands annually, which is crucial for beaches.
That is that is insane, and people are okay with that.
Apparently, it's such is life. So
Damn,
the
that
next
that
time you think about eating sand, instead of glass, really, you're more eating parrotfish poop.
yeah, I'm eating shit and glass, so
Yeah,
deadly combination that
yeah,
is.
exactly.
Damn, I gotta watch where I step on the beach now.
Yeah,
That's
I mean everywhere at this stage.
I mean, to be fair though, like I know fish do their business in the ocean, so like that's one thing.
Yes, but that's a direct
Now,
like thing.
but now I thought I
It's
was
just a
safe.
sandblaster. No.
Oh man,
I
that's
mean, the good news is that its digestive system is, stripping all of the organic matter away, so it's only leaving sand. So really,
but
it's like a refinery.
so this kind
You
of
just,
wait. So that this totally recontextualizes Leona then, because like his ability is turning things into sand. So like, 'cause he just turn things into shit and glass.
well, so with Leona, I imagine his stuff as probably closer to like desert sand, which I feel is
Okay,
probably different than beach sand.
okay, okay. So there is a
Those
difference between.
beautiful white sandy beaches, you know who to thank now.
Oh, okay, okay. Now I gotta figure out what the black sanders comes from. That because I need to.
That's a good question.
I don't know if that might just be because of volcanoes, but I'll have to double check
Mhm.
that.
Usually, I feel like black sand comes from, oh, I forget the reasoning. Yeah, it's like higher mineral deposits. San Diego has like really high pyrite,
Pyrite. What?
and I don't know if it's directly pyrite, but it's pyrite and a lot of silica. So it makes
Oh,
the sand actually like shimmer and glow like gold,
oh. So that's
which
why
is
they call it
real
San Diego. That's good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. You know what? That's exactly why. We can just tell the Spanish to sod off. It's fine.
yeah. Man, my God, I'm learning so much today. This is man.
Yes.
What a great 90th episode, man, dude. This is
See, exactly. You got to name this one the parrotfish episode.
You know what? I will. I will take note of that and put it in the description. But Jacob, I have one last and final question for you, my friend.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, I'm just curious, dude. Like, from going, from like working like as a banker and voiceover. Well, technically, I guess it's two questions. So I guess the first part of the question is, when you booked Malleus and things like that, um, what was it like? Like suddenly having like so many eyes on you all at once. And the
It
second que-
was, yeah.
and the second part of the
Oh,
question is, now that you have like so many people watching you now, like how do you what keeps you going and it's
oh,
like motivation.
I mean, for me, I know a lot of people, can kind of be, I suppose, daunted or not really want to have people kind of having the eyes on them, which I completely get, very reasonable. For me, who had been kind of in the back corner, I felt for a lot of my career and wanting to be in a position where I could reach out to people, where I could, be somebody's favorite character. It does feel deeply satisfying to achieve that goal. And so I remember that when I announced it, one of the things that I went through is every single person that was talking about Malleus or wishing me congratulations or anything like that, every single person got a thank you. I went through the list. I did not miss a
Oh,
single person
I
that day.
respect that, man. That's definitely
Uh,
awesome.
Twitter thought I was a bot, but hey, that's fine. I only got a temporary suspension. That's
No, I didn't know
okay.
that. You
Yeah,
were just
that's
doing.
really funny.
You were doing like the whole army thing. It was like, thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank
exactly.
you,
Thank
thank you,
you, thank you,
thank you,
thank you.
thank you, thank you.
Yes, exactly. And to that end, of what continues to keep me going on it is, it's something that I have fought for, and prayed for, and obviously, I think everyone at some point sheds tears over, and so to finally be in a position where I can pursue it more and potentially even get to the point where I have a sustainable career. It's something I
Mm,
don't want to miss the chance and then look back on it and say,
yeah,
oh,
man.
well, you know what, if you had if you had been more present in the moment, you would have been there. I want to be locked in right now, not miss a thing, take advantage of every single thing that I can, be there and ride the wave for as long as it goes. This is
Hell yeah.
I'm at Disneyland, honestly, right now. This is
quite
this
literally.
is great. I'm having a blast. I can't wait to see more.
I was gonna say, have you been to Disneyland or Disney World since Malleus?
Not since booking it. I went once as a young kid. I know that there was maybe some talks of like the cast getting together and doing it. I don't know when we'll do that. If we'll do it, I would love to. It would be a blast. Right? Yeah. Maybe I can persuade everybody, in time for season 2. That would be fun.
Oh, that'd be dope. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Right.
You gotta get, because I'm sure you got like merge. There's like this beautiful Malleus figure. You gotta. I'm sure I don't know if you have it already,
no.
but you got.
I don't have that one yet. I've seen it. I'm like, dang it. Once I have all the bills paid off, I'll look and say, all right, how much of this nonsense? I just bought Tomodachi Life on the Switch. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't know it was on Switch 1. Like, I thought it was only Switch 2. I was like, ooh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still keeping my Switch 1 for now until the new Pokemon comes out. Then I
exactly. That's why I'm like, we'll hold off on doing that quite yet. We'll see.
Yeah, because I was hoping to buy the Switch 2 when we got a new Smash Bros. But we still haven't got it yet. So Pokemon's like the next best thing at this point.
Well, and they did say that the prices might be going up. So I'm like, we'll see what happens.
Hey, this is why we buy it on Black Friday. All the games.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything anymore. Do you guys over in New Zealand? Do you still have good Black Fridays? I don't.
Oh yeah, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but we got Black Friday, we got Cyber Monday.
That sucks. I'm like, oh cool. I think I got mine like $10 off. Nothing these days. Terrible.
Quite recently actually, and kind of sad actually. We all the EB games in New Zealand shut down after like 25 years. And
would that become like your guys' GameStop almost?
Yeah, it's basically our GameStop. Like we don't, and it's like, like I still have my black card. I still have it. But it's like
all the points gone.
All the points are gone, but they'll do like a huge clearance sale, like 90% off like everything, and it was it was flooded. Like there was nothing left by the time I arrived. And I was like, damn, I missed out. I wanted to buy that's when I could have bought my Switch too. Yeah,
you could have had it, you fool. You could have bought 3 and sold 2.
It's all part of going into the cycle, this eternal rat race of like selling, scalping.
Exactly right. Oh man, yeah.
But
no, absolutely.
But Jacob, man, this has been a blast. Thank you
so
much.
Fun.
Thank you so much for coming on and having fun. This is well, I hope you had fun at least. But
I had a blast. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, man. Thanks for sharing your story, and thanks for being a pretty dope guy. I appreciate it.
I try to be, and thank you likewise for being equally dope, if not more so.
Oh, thank you, kind sir. I appreciate that. But Jacob, where can people find you on social media and stuff? I'll put it in the description.
You can find me. Yeah, you can find me just about everywhere at Jacob Carlson VO. It's on my Twitter, my Instagram, Facebook if you still use it, Blue Sky even. I'm not nearly as active on Blue Sky. TikTok, you can find me on there. And then you can find me on Twitch whenever I'm streaming on JC Doodles. Usually I try to make a post about that so that way people aren't just having to be like, oh, I wonder if Jacob is streaming. Nope, there he goes.
Oh, that's sick. I'll also put your website down below as well.
Oh, yes,
people want to book Jacob for work, which you should totally do, by the way.
Absolutely. Cameo also as well.
Cameo.
If you want
I didn't know you had Cameo. That's awesome.
Yeah, that one I opened up as soon as I could. I was like, people are gonna want some voice messages. Might as well let them have it.
Oh, I gotta ask now. What has been your favorite message that you've sent on Cameo?
Ooh, that's a good question. Someone had me do the full Maleficent entrance. It was like,
okay.
What a glittering assemblage! The gantry, the nobility, the rabble. I was like, all right, that one was kind of fun. And then obviously someone had me do 6-7, 6-7, and I'm like, you know what? If you want to pay me $70 to do 6-7, more power to you.
That's $70 US, dude. That's a great use of money. I love that.
Exactly. It's
I mean that genuinely. I'm gonna do that.
Exactly. Listen, hey. Oh yeah, no, it's hilarious. Absolutely.
Hell yeah, dude. And yeah, thank you again for coming
Yeah.
on, and thank you guys so much for watching episode 90, baby. My God, we're so close to the
Woohoo!
end. 10
That's
more
right.
episodes to go. Jesus Christ.
A,
But
a countdown is on. I can't wait to see who we have next.
thank you, man. I can't wait for people to see this episode. It's gonna be really fun.
Yes, that'll be
Hell
very
yeah,
fun.
man.
Absolutely.
But yeah, thank you for watching. See you, everybody.
Toodles. Bye bye.